Good morning. So I've got a story. um, in the past couple days, I've been having, well, more adrenaline than usual. Um, I had a good week. I went back and looked at my journal, and I think it was about 7 days. And so I'm sitting around trying to figure out why, which isn't something that I should be doing. I shouldn't be trying to figure out why. I should just let it go because you start thinking, oh, that I want to recover. Oh, I'm recovered. Oh, I feel great. But you know what? You can't do that. You can't sit around waiting to recover. Um, you have to just act like you're recovered and just live your life. And I think that having the expectations keeps you in the cycle of, the adrenaline. So it's been on and off with me. And I woke up last night around maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, and when I was in the middle of this, like having it really, really bad, I'd wake up and I'd jump out of bed and I'd start pacing and I'd turn on all the lights and I'd start freaking out if it was still dark out, because I wasn't sleeping. And probably a lot of you have probably experienced that. It's just this endless cycle of it, and I did it for a long time. I'd wake up and I'd take magnesium, try to make myself go back to sleep, or I'd take the I had some hydroxyzine that the doctor gave me. It's a antihistamine, and I'd break it up in little pieces, and I'd take some of that to try to get. And sometimes I'd go back to sleep, but that never really helped. I would go back to sleep for an hour or something, and then when you wake up, you feel even worse. So anyway, I stopped taking all that months ago when I decided I was going to, be brave and do this. But last night when I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I started feeling that, and I laid down and I just told myself, you know what, let it come, let it do its thing. Usually when I do that, I wait and wait and wait, and nothing happens. It's just like consistent anxiety in my belly, in the pit of my stomach. I can feel it, and I want, to give me a panic attack, give me an anxiety attack. Sometimes when I do that and I'll sit still, I'll feel the heat, like having a intense hot flash is what it feels like. And I have the hot flashes too. So, but last night I laid in bed and I said, just go ahead. And it kind of subsided. I was able to go back to sleep for like 2 more hours. But I also think that I ate too much before bed. I think it might be a blood sugar thing because the cortisol feels really high. And they say if you eat a big meal before bed, if you wake up sweating and you wake up like that, that could be your blood sugar. And I know I have had the anxiety, but I did have a big meal before I went to bed. So all that, anyway, no matter what you feel like, you always have to go back to the same thing. No matter what it is, health anxiety, blood sugar that makes you feel like you're having anxiety, any of that stuff, you just need to go back to the same thing. Stop fighting and let it just be there, because nothing really is going to happen. It's just the feeling, and the feeling is uncomfortable. I haven't had tingly arms in like a week. I don't like it, but when I was laying there in bed, I realized this is, nothing is happening. Nothing's going to happen. You can let whatever this dread and this fear wash over you, and you can just lay there and realize that nothing is going to happen. Let the worst. It's just giving up the control, and it's the the not fighting anymore, stop fighting. Jumping up out of bed, pacing. Hold on. I don't know what's happening, but this is the second time I'm trying to record this. I don't know why this is happening. Wow, that's crazy. Let's see. We'll just see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna hold on one second. Okay, well that seemed to take, so I just lost 2 recordings, so all right. What I wanted to say was it feels like, I want to say it came back. That's really silly to say it came back. It didn't come back. It never left. We always have adrenaline. So what I'm experiencing is probably low sugar, blood sugar in the early morning hours from eating big meals. And but the one thing I wanted to really stress was to just, I laid there and I told myself to let it come. And I started getting really, really hot. I wanted to throw the blankets off and I wanted to get up and I wanted to, like, and I just laid there and I let it run its course. And anyway, I did lay there and I just told myself I'm not getting up until, well, that was the second time when I finally woke up 2 hours later. I said, I'm not getting up until this feeling goes away. And I just laid there. And, I want to have a panic attack but I don't want to feel just consistent anxiety for no reason. But I just laid there and told myself that I was going to stay there until that feeling subsided. And I usually just really heat up and it did subside and I got up. But I'm having it throughout the morning now still. But I'm reacting. I'm not reacting. I'm responding. I'm responding differently to. I'm responding not in fear. I'm just saying, okay, this is just a feeling. I know it's just a feeling. So I'm just going to let it play itself out. And sorry, I just lost my mojo because my recordings just have vanished over and over again. And I'm just watching it, wondering when it's going to do it again. It's really important to know that when you're feeling that, very possibly just stress, anger, grief, sadness, it's just that stuff burning itself off. And you have to let it out. So you should be, I feel like I'm very grateful that it's all coming out and this is how it's going to burn itself out. That's why I have like a good week. And then for a couple days, I feel like during that whole week with everything, it just builds up. And then I have a couple days where it just starts bubbling back up again. And it's like, it's just stress. It's just grief. It's just these things that need to burn off. So you have to just lay there, sit there, or whatever it is you're doing, and just let it go through you and burn itself out, because that's all it's going to do. It's not going to do anything much more than that. It's going to be a while. I know. I had 10 good days, and then I had, now this morning, or yesterday it started, I think I was really frustrated because of something that was happening. And I think it just kind of was building up. So now I just have to I have to depressurize. I have to let it out. And I will keep everybody updated, but I think that's how it's going to go. It's going to be some good days and there's going to be a couple of bad days, but it's not really bad either. It's just adrenaline. It's just a feeling. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it, but you know what? I'm learning how to deal with my emotions. I'm learning how to let them out instead of bottling them up and trying to control everything. Um, so it's going to take some time. Like my friend said, it took her a year when she got to this place. It took a year to get completely back to normal. Doesn't mean that it's going to go away. It doesn't go away. Adrenaline is a part of, it's a part of our makeup, and it's inside of us, and it's there for a reason, and it's just how we respond to it. You don't want to react to it. You don't want to get up and jump around and pace around and think that you're gonna somehow get out of it. It's it just makes it worse. So you just want to sit and just say, this moment's not going to change. It only feels like this. It's just a feeling. So everybody, um, I know I could have done better, but I lost my recordings twice. So um, here I am. I will keep you posted on how I'm doing. I think I'm going to take a walk. But everybody hang in there, and you're going to have an amazing day.